Welcome back to MustacheMoto. It's Ben, and today I'm going to tell you what's in my tool bag. So I'm going to break this down kind of into three categories. The first is going to be tools that you need, things that you need for fixing a flat tire, because that's probably the most likely problem you're going to run into on your bike. Then we're going to talk about the tools that are specific to my bike and how to figure out what tools you need on your bike. And then third, we're going to talk about kind of those general use tools that are good to have and the general use things that are good to have in your toolkit, no matter what you ride. All right, for tires, for flat tires, which is probably the most common thing that's going to happen to you on a motorcycle, the thing you're going to have to repair if you want to get yourself home. I carry kind of two ways of patching it. Now, the BMW is tubeless, so I'm using plugs. If you've got a tube type motorcycle, tube type tires, you want to have a patch kit and or an extra inner tube. All right, so first I have just the regular tire snakes that you get for any car, the plugs, lots of them, as well as the reamer and the tool to insert them with. That's for a fairly big puncture. If it's small, I've got this Dynaplug kit. Now this is great for really small nails, fine nails, wires, things like that that might get in the tire and cause them to go flat. It's a lot smaller, it's a lot less work, and you're not having to remount the tire and make a bigger hole to do it. So I kind of like having both of those, especially because this is small, doesn't take up much space. I've got a big CO2 cartridge as well as the inflator that goes on with it. So I've got an electric inflator that I keep on the bike at all times for adjusting tire pressures and for refilling them. But this is key if you ever have to reseat the bead. You need that big rush of air. So I've got that. And then if I'm on a longer trip or I'm going to be off-road, I bring my tire bead breaking tool that also has tire spoons on the end in case I have to actually take the tire all the way off for some reason. Patch it from the inside or get something out of it. Always handy. And of course, if you've got a tube type tire, you're going to need the spoons and the bead breaker so that you can patch the inner tube. Okay, my bike specific tools. These are ones that are just for my BMW. I have, let's start off with, so this is what it came with. Two open-ended wrenches and a little driver that's either Torx or Phillips, as well as it opens up your oil fill port. Not going to get you a lot of repairs done with just that. So I threw a bunch of other stuff in. I've got, let's start off with a ratchet, double-ended ratchet, two different sizes. It's flat, so it packs really small. And then I've wrapped duct tape and electrical tape around that in case I need those. I've got the 3 sockets I need with that for the 3 size bolts on the motorcycle. And then most of the things on the BMW are Torx. So instead of getting the big Torx bits, I got these that are basically a 10 millimeter hex on the back. And of course that fits right into the 10 millimeter socket I have here, so I can use them with that. And then for the smaller ones, as well as the Phillips head and slotted, just random screwdrivers bits, I've got this little, super cheap ratcheting wrench, or ratcheting driver. Really, really good for getting into tight spaces and getting a little torque on stuff. Of course, I've also got a little extension and a little adapter here. And then I have a crush washer for oil drain plug because I've been known to change the oil in parking lots before on long trips. Assorted of fuses for my bike as well as the accessories on the bike, and then some extras in case a friend needs them. And then don't forget, if you've added accessories to your bike, they usually come with the little hex you need to adjust them. Make sure you throw them in your bag because, especially if you're riding gravel roads, Forest Service roads, those things can shake loose. And if you didn't pack these, you're not going to be able to tighten them back up and keep them from falling off. All right, these are the non-bike specific tools that I keep and things that I keep on the motorcycle. We've got a multi-tool. This is a Gerber needle nose. It's got your pliers. It's got, bottle opener, can opener, knife blade, scissors, all those sorts of things. I've got a small vice grip. Very, very important. If you ever break off a clutch lever, brake lever, gear shift, clamp this sucker on and you might be able to get yourself home. I've done it for a friend. That was the only reason he got out of the woods and back to the trailer. Very important. I've got a small crescent wrench. This is great if you're helping somebody else out on a bike, because you may not have the same size nuts and bolts as on your bike, so you wouldn't have the tools specific for that. This will get you through. Razor blade. I've got the knife in the Gerber, but it's always good to have a razor blade. A paper clip. So this can be used if you break like your side stand switch, the kill switch. You can bend a little loop of this and short out the connector on it so you can start the bike and get yourself home. Little tire gauge. I've got baling wire to do repairs with, hang things on the bike, as well as some insulated electrical wire. This is a multi-tester, so it's continuity as well as voltmeter, so I could troubleshoot electrical issues on the bike. Flashlight, of course, AA flashlight. Zip ties. Some JB Quick. This is fast setting, quick steel. Very, very good to have if you strip something or you bust a hole in your engine, something like that. You might be able to fix it with this and get yourself out. Now, I don't have it in here, but one of my viewers did suggest a little bit of window screen, a couple of squares of it, because you could use that for some structure with the quick weld. If you had a nice big hole in the engine, had to fix something just to get out of the woods. And then I've got some rubber cement that actually works with the tire snakes to really stick in better, as well as some super glue. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Trust me, these tubes get punctured and it messes up all your tools. It's a real pain in the butt. And then finally, I've got just a valve core tool in case I ever need to take valve cores out. I sat down to edit this video and I realized I forgot to give you the most important advice I have about toolkits. And that is, once you get your toolkit assembled, every time you work on your bike at home, use the toolkit you carry on your bike. Even though you've got, a full set of tools at the house, use the ones on the bike, because what that's going to do is, one, make sure you understand how to use all the tools, and two, you're going to instantly find out what you don't have in your kit that you might need on the road, because it's not going to be in there. So now you got some ideas of how to set up your toolkit and how to make sure you got what you need. Get out there and ride.